everyone, check it out. I am now so internet famous that I, Chip Roberts, was able to get an early edition of the Super NES Mini Classic, whatever they want to call it, along with Star Fox 2.
Chip, that's just an old Super Nintendo and a Star Fox 2 reproduction card.
Shh. Now, Nintendo's on my good list again because they announced 2 new Metroid games, but that still doesn't make them infallible.
They're so out of ideas that they're now re-releasing old consoles for outrageous prices.
But I shouldn't be the one who's upset. It's the poor bastards who keep buying the same games that they could get authentic on eBay or a retro game shop that are perpetuating the issue. And it's your fault! So anyways, because Star Fox 2 is hot right now with the release of the Super Nintendo Mini coming out soon, I'm going to capitalize on that trend by talking about it before it even comes out. Fuck you!
Star Fox 2 is an interesting specimen. I remember before YouTube was invented reading about it in a gaming magazine. Yeah, remember those?
What I garnered from the article was that the game was, for the most part, complete, but due to its projected release date late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan, in addition to that the Super FX chip was just too damn expensive to produce, they ultimately decided to shelve it and come out strong with Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64.
But later, after YouTube was invented, I checked out some footage of the game and it looked pretty cool. The things that stood out to me were 2 new characters, Faye and Miyu. You could also fly into enemy ships and blow up the core, as well as transform into a walker and blow shit up from the ground. This is what piqued my interest with Star Fox Zero, as I saw that they incorporated some of those elements into the game. But that was it. That was the only thing about Star Fox Zero that interested me. The rest looked boring as hell.
Which is conversely why the release of Star Fox 2 on the Super Nintendo Mini seemed a bit redundant. Kind of like the Super Nintendo Mini to begin with. Anyways, enough talk. Let's play some Star Fox.
Good luck.
The game continues the adventures of the Lylat-renowned Star Fox squad with 2 new pilots, Faye, a white dog, and Miyu, a lynx, as they seek to liberate the Lylat system once again from the evil Andross.
Uncle Andross!
I'm gonna pick Miyu and Falco because they're fucking badass.
Eve, you seeing this shit? Reproduction card's like 56 bucks online. I can't afford that shit. I got rent to pay, groceries to buy. I'm just a man, damn it!
You ain't no man, you're just a rude boy.
Hey, fuck you. Fuck your mother. Damn. How are we gonna do this? Who do we know that has money? Yoda, what up?
Hey kid, could you restring this for me? I have an audition in a couple of days. Restring your guitar? Didn't they teach you how to string guitars with all that money I spent on your guitar lessons?
No.
Leave it here, I'll string it. I'll just get rid of George Lynch's guitar and I'll put yours up here.
Thank you. And I was thinking, since I'm here, if you would want to spot me some dough. I mean, just like, try to think of it like it's less of you're giving me money and more of you're investing like in my future. Like with all this guitar lessons. And ballet lessons. Can I have these?
$100 enough?
Oh, that's it?
Well, this is Star Fox 2, and I gotta say, it's not bad. I was never too big a fan of the original Star Fox 93. My heart has always belonged to the classic Star Fox 64 and oft-ridiculed Star Fox Adventures. But in terms of polygonal space shooters, it serves its purpose well. You'll see the same graphical and gameplay style reflected in Star Fox 2, but this one's better because you can turn into a walker and blow shit up.
Guitar solo!
Oh man, I got to plug everything in and throw up the mics and set the levels again. I don't want to go through all that. Oh, wait a minute. I should still have stock footage from the last episode. Yeah, stock footage! Guitar solo!
Star Fox 2 is also unique in that it follows a non-linear path.
It's part strategy, part almost RPG-ish, and part space shooter.
The strategy comes in that you have to remain watchful over the Lylat system, as Andross has forces firing IPBMs, that's interplanetary ballistic missiles, towards Corneria. If the percentage gets too high, Corneria blows up, and you lose. I would have stuck some footage of that happening here, but I never let it get to that point because I'm fucking amazing. This can make it tense if you choose to take out the outposts and cruisers prior to destroying the missile bases, as even while you're fighting planetside, Corneria is still at risk. Fortunately, most of the IPBMs can be taken out by Corneria's orbital defense platform. Otherwise, you cruise your team over to them and take them out yourself.
This is where those RPG elements I was alluding to earlier come into play. Not so much in the form of random encounters, but more so in minor skirmishes initiated via the overworld of the Lylat system.
Once you run into an enemy or obstacle on the map, the game switches to the more familiar Star Fox space shooter style. Oh, did I say more familiar? I meant fucking horrible! These controls are garbage!
So it is like the new game.
You'll take out enemy fighters, missiles, and the toughest enemy of all, the Mirage Dragon!
Mirage Dragon! Sorry, neighbors. I'm creative.
Whoa, Miyu, watch out for that giant robot space snake. This Mirage Dragon is nothing but a pushover. This is the best Andros has got. I took him out in like 2 seconds.
Talk about release the Kraken type moment, right? Oh, God, I just hiccuped.
Also, Starwolf makes their first appearance, but it's only Wolf, Leon, and Pigma. They left out my favorite character, Andrew Oikini.
Uncle Andros!
In addition to Starwolf, Star Fox 2 also introduces an early advent of the Landmaster, the Walker.
The Walker's pretty rad. When attacking bases and cruisers, you push select to transform the R-Wing and take out enemies from the ground. It's like fucking Megazord or some shit.
Oddly enough, most of the game is actually played in Walker form. Even Andros, who for some reason is a 6-sided cube of playing cards and seems really excited to see us since he can't seem to stop telling us how erect he is. Hey, Andros, TMI, am I right?
This game is actually pretty fucking good. In fact, I think I might even like it better than Star Fox 93.
It's got catchy music, bright colors, and a fair amount of replayability too. Each time you play, a different set of planetary bases needs to be liberated. Therefore, a different variety of enemies need to be dispatched.
This'll be the easiest 5,000 views I ever get. Look at this, Eve. I don't even need to buy or download anything or nothing. I just play it right here in my browser. Think of all the money I'm going to save.
I thought your dad gave you the money to buy the game.
Oh shit, I forgot I wrote that scene. Cut the camera!
Now we're off to take out the enemy ship from the inside, and this is when shit gets real. It's pretty awesome because you get to fly into the ship and turn into a walker and blow up the core, then fly out.
Now this is pod racing. Eve, you think they'll be able to tell that I barely even played the game?
What game?
I don't know, guys. This game is pretty fun, but is it really worth the purchase of a Super Nintendo Classic?
Come to think of it, I don't even know if the Super Nintendo Mini is worth buying at all.
I mean, shit, man. Look at it this way. If you're not a cheap, poor bastard like me, you can get any game you want in cartridge form online for a relatively inexpensive price. You know, if you're not me. And even though it's not in HD, there's still plenty of cheap options for upscalers, and they're pretty easy to use, so what gives?
Wait a minute, I think I got it. It all makes sense now. Nintendo doesn't want to put forth the effort to make new games.
But Chip, what about all the new Nintendo games coming out for the Switch?
I'll kill you. List of games released for the Super Nintendo Mini. Super Mario RPG, own it. Super Metroid, own it. I'm not gonna toss that because that's a prized possession. Yoshi's Island, F-Zero, Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I own all 3. Go away, script. Star Fox 1, fucking I have Secret of Evermore, not Secret of Mana, so that's good. Street Fighter 2, Contra, Castlevania 4. So that's a good portion of the games released for the system that I already own. Why did I buy this thing again?
Chip, you didn't buy it.
I'm trying to put on a good show for the audience. Don't disturb this groove!
Oh wait, I actually have Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. The Super Nintendo Classic has Super Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, and that's completely different. I mean,
just shut up and take my money! I am. That's right. I don't have any of that stuff. I got a condom though.
What are you gonna use that for?
I don't know. Maybe the purpose of the Super Nintendo Mini is so that kids who didn't grow up with these games can be exposed to them. But last I heard, you're not supposed to expose yourself to kids.
I beat it. It only took 20 minutes.
Man, if I knew that 60 bucks was just gonna buy me 20 minutes worth of fun, then I could have just called up an escort to come in and Actually, I'll probably still do that. Hi everyone, I just wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share on all of your social media. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/RobTroyd. And I'd also like to thank Mom and Dad for helping me out with this video. Dad makes guitars and he made me, so you know, he does pretty good work. And Mom helped out with my ballet dancing. So thanks Mom and Dad, love you, namaste.